Welcome to JIT-TVzw News, where we bring you daily news, information, current affairs, business and investment, as well as finance and what is happening in the world of stock markets and global economics. Entertainment is our business. News on multiple platforms for all Zimbabweans and all Africans on one channel. The time is here. Isikhathi sifikile. Here are your headlines for the Sawa, Zimbabwe, Manicaland province under turmoil as Cyclone Anna ravishes the area, leaving everything upside down. South Africa is on the verge of marking a higher inflation rate as its Reserve Bank increases rates by 25 basis points. On your AFCON. Your leading story this hour: in Zimbabwe, Manicaland province, bridges have been swept away while a number of houses collapsed and roads were damaged due to heavy rains caused by the overland tropical depression Anna. Muchira Bridge in Chimanimani's Ward 22, which connects with Ward 21, was extensively damaged by the rains, while Tombo Makadzire Road in Nyanga district is now impassable. Furthermore, District Development Coordinator for Nyanga, Nyashadzashe Zindove, confirms that 19 houses were damaged and they have been affected mostly in wards 21, 12 and 11, while Nyanga Urban 5 houses collapsed. He further reveals they have established 31 evacuation centers prior to the heavy rains, where people will bring their own food and stay until necessary repairs are done to their homes. Adding to that, in Chimanimani, a number of disaster preparedness mechanisms have been put in place, including the provision of 86 evacuation centers. Meanwhile, 10 people who were marooned in Muzarabani after Tropical Storm Anna hit the area have been evacuated to neighboring Mozambique after being marooned for a few hours, and they are from Berry village near Mkumbura River. Mashonaland Central Provincial Director for the Local Governance, Cosmas Chiringa, confirms the development, urging villagers to move to high ground as flash floods driven by Tropical Storm Anna are still a threat. Moving on to other news, Sudan shuts its land border with the Central African Republic in what officials say was to manage a security threat from the neighboring country. General Mohammed Hamdan Dagalo, commander of the Rapid Support Forces and the commander of the joint forces deployed to secure the border strip between Sudan and Central Africa. Colonel Absha Balil pronounced and wrote a similar stance on the official Facebook page of the Rapid Support Forces, citing that the borders between Sudan and Central Africa have been completely closed for reasons related to security risks. However, they did not clarify the exact cause, but officials say security risks and negative practices between the borders necessitated Sudan's action in coordination with Central Africa on one hand and with Chad on the other to close the borders between the two countries. Meanwhile, the Central African Republic is going through turmoil after some armed groups that controlled 2/3 of the country launched an attack in December 2020 to prevent the re-election of President Faustin Archange Touadera. However, the government managed to recapture all the major cities and forced the militants to seek refuge in the forests near the border with Sudan. For months, armed groups operating in the Central African Republic have been using guerrilla tactics and planting explosives along main roads to delay the advance of pro-government forces. Coming up next is your JIT-TV business news.
When I travel far and wide, I'm always searching for an easy way to get things in one place. It's right here, it is at your fingertips. This is it. Check it out. It's got it all. Gateway Stream. A lifestyle like no other that you know. Get it all. Get it now. All in one experience. This is it. Gateway Stream. Gateway Stream. This is it.
Gateway Stream. The future is here now. Download the app from Google Play and Apple App Store. Gateway Stream, a subsidiary of the Rainbow Tourism Group.
Now let's see what's happening on your business news this hour. First, JIT-TVzw introduces a new route that will see it flying from Victoria Falls to Maun in Botswana from the 30th of June this year. This new route is scheduled to operate 4 times a week on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. In a statement, FastJet spokesperson Nunurai Ndawana says using their Embraer ERJ-145 aircraft, they believe this route will facilitate more travel between these two tourism capitals of Zimbabwe and Botswana, as the route has for many years been only available by private charter. Direct connection between the two destinations is expected to spur tourism development as well as growth in the region, and FastJet Group Chief Operating Officer Donahau Cortes says Victoria Falls Maun is the new second route being added onto the airline's regional network, with flights between Victoria Falls and Nelspruit in South Africa in the pipeline. However, he further notes that despite the hard-wearing effects of the COVID-19 pandemic, the group remains dedicated to the recovery of growth of tourism in Zimbabwe, South Africa, as well as Botswana, and to bringing further connectivity to the region. In your other business news, the South African Reserve Bank's Monetary Policy Committee decides to increase rates by 25 basis points, and this takes the repo rate to 4% and the prime lending rate to 7.5%. Reserve Bank Governor JIT-TVzw says the risks to the inflation outlook are assessed to the upside as the global producer price and food price inflation continue to surprise higher in recent months and could do so again. The MPC decided to increase the repurchase rate by 25 basis points to 4% per year, with effect from the 28th of January 2022, and of which 4 members preferred to increase and 1 member preferred an unchanged stance. However, given the expected trajectory for headline inflation and upside risks, the committee believes a gradual rise in the repo rate will be sufficient to keep inflation expectations well anchored and moderate the future path of interest rates. Reserve Bank Governor JIT-TVzw announces MPC decision on repo rate, citing that they expect a global economic growth to be slow as the rebound from the pandemic phase. He added that economic growth has been affected due to a slower pace of vaccinations. However, South Africa's economy rebounded strongly from the pandemic in 2021, but going forward, the growth rate will, like global growth, slow and be subjected to various risks. Well, this brings us to the end of our JIT-TV business news for this hour. Up next, Dennis Pine will come with the sports and entertainment.
Singing show 18, 18, MOA 18. Trip ya mi pume Italy, Singing show 18, 18, MOA 18. Trip ya mi pume Italy.
It's the JIT experience, guys. This is the JIT experience.
Singing show 18, 18, MOA 18.
Welcome back, viewers. My name is Denise Pan, and you're watching JIT-TV Sports and Entertainment News. In sports news this hour, Mali expresses their frustration to the Confederation of African Football following their elimination from the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations. Mohamed Magasuba's side was defeated 6-5 on penalties by Equatorial Guinea in Wednesday's round. Gassama approached the VAR to check the replay. However, Mali congratulated Equatorial Guinea for their progress, and they accepted the result in good faith. Mali are yet to win the AFCON title in their history, and their best finish was as runners-up behind Congo in the 1972 edition. The Eagles will now turn their focus to the 2022 FIFA World Cup playoff fixture against Tunisia in March, as they hope to make their maiden appearance in the global showpiece later this year. More on sports news. Organizers of the inaugural Futsal International Tournament to be staged in Hamburg, Germany in May reveals that they will invite Zimbabwean teams in a development which could help propel the game in the country. The five-a-side game is principally played but practically non-existent in Zimbabwe, although it is used to form the basis of technical development among players who went on to make it big in the 11-a-side football. Basically, a futsal is widely used as a foundational tool for technical and tactical development in such countries like Brazil and Spain, which have become models of fluent football. Meanwhile, in England, the game is gaining traction with a well-developed league system, and a Zimbabwean-born Africa's only coach in the English National Futsal League, Philip Zulu, has successfully moved emotion to the Futsal International Tournament organizers, to which he is a key member, to invite at least 3 teams from this country to participate in Germany. A holder of a Futsal C license and a A-level coaching certificate holder, Zulu has built his reputation developing grassroots talent in Leeds, England. However, he reveals that the participating teams for the inaugural Futsal Cup will be drawn from Spain, Portugal, and France, among other countries. And this brings us to the end of your sports and entertainment news at JIT-TV this hour. Coming up next is the JIT-TV Weather Report.
Well, this brings us to the end of our JIT Television News Bulletin this hour. Stay tuned to JIT TV as we bring you the best in entertainment news, information, analysis, sports, business, and all the headlines of the day. And do stay in touch on Twitter, Facebook, and our website, www.jit-tv.tv, and leave a comment. My name is Nogutsula Shabalala in Dombiaram Shengu. See you again next time. Stay connected. Cheers.